Tama, tell us the name of the documentary, the full title, because it's a powerful one.
The title of the movie, the documentary, is For the Animals. And if you're looking for it, it's fortheanimalsmovie.com. And that is the website that you can find all of the places to view this movie.
There's so many dogs in Houston, and I have been on trips to different countries, and I heard them called pot lickers, street dogs, whatever. And you give them some act of kindness and you get tons of gratitude in return. So tell us about something from the documentary, For the Animals, Unlocking Humanity One Dog at a Time. There's a clip on there. We want people, of course, to go to the movie and check it out on Amazon and Prime and Apple TV. But come on, give us some examples.
Well, one of the stories that we tell in the documentary is about Walter. And he's an extraordinary dog, extraordinary looking. In fact, you have one dog that looks like Walter.
Yeah, it's my sister's dog, Jackson. I did the same thing. I'm like, Jackson, your brother's on a documentary, Walter.
Yeah, raise the bar for Jackson. So Walter, we saw him in the streets, and it was a super cold day. It was probably 32 degrees, raining. He had a short coat. He was lying on a garbage pile that had a mattress on it. And we got him to come over and eat out of our hands, luckily. And I remember him being very, very afraid. But when you bring hot dogs to a hungry dog, their hunger is a stronger instinct than their fear. And so he ate hot dogs out of my hands. But what I noticed was he had no teeth. And I thought, how is this dog surviving on the streets with no teeth all by himself? And lots of times they get so hungry, they'll chew on rocks. Or if they've been chained, they'll grind down their teeth to get away so that they can go get food. And so that's a really sad reality. And I don't know if those little factoids made it into the movie, but I think that's important to note that Walter isn't an exception in Houston. There are a lot of dogs that suffer the way he suffered for most of his life.
Wow. And Tama, what's up with Walter now? Do you know?
Brace yourself. Walter's one of our best angels right now. He lived the best year of his life. He was loved by so many. He was even featured during our gifting event where there were hundreds coming to be recognized as grant recipients of Houston Pet Set. And Walter stole the show. He was prancing around. He ate a whole pizza. He was up on stage without being invited. He was up on stage. He knew he was the one. But Walter declined, as many street dogs do. They live rough lives. They get disease. They really wear themselves out just trying to survive. So he had a peaceful passing with a lot of people and a lot of love around him.
Well, to the sky with a kiss to Walter. I appreciate that you gave him compassion and a great time before he went to the heaven in the sky. I mean, ladies, you're philanthropist. You're looking very nicely dressed, and you're on the really seedy streets parts of Houston trying to help these pets. I'm assuming you're not wearing the outfits you're wearing now when you do this.
No, we're pretty cautious when we go out. We have to be cautious, and we always have security. That's one of the things that isn't shown in the movie. But one of the neighborhoods we go to, Sunnyside, was once or is considered the 6th most dangerous neighborhood in the U.S. per the FBI.
Whoa. Wow.
Another place where we go is considered cartel land, and it's a hub for dog fighting, human trafficking, drugs, a lot of crime, a lot of crime. So it's very dangerous to go in these areas.
So that's from Tina and Tama. When you say you have security, what's happening? Because you want to help animals, but you don't want to get killed. Let's just say it as it is.
Yeah. We call ahead, and we have a SWAT team or law enforcement officers that we hired to go with us. They follow us. Of course, they carry their weapons. We always carry weapons. We try to get drivers who carry. So we're just very careful. Sometimes we'll plan a whole day of going out and being on the streets. And if it's too hot, as they call it, there's something going on in those neighborhoods, we have to cancel those days. So we really take the advisement of these officers who know best. These are their beats. These are the areas they know best.
Wow. That's crazy, scary, but I applaud you both. So the movie, Tina, how did you get approached by a documentary?
So we approached them. It was a philanthropic event for the launch of a movie that they did about human trafficking. And
Okay.
by divine intervention, then we were seated at a table at another human trafficking event. And we just started talking to them about it. And we said, would you ever consider doing this? And because it aligned with their Jainist philosophy and beliefs, they agreed. And we
Nice.
we know it was meant to be.
How long, Tama, did the documentary take, and what's your takeaway about it?
Again, Arden, we have to mention the divine intervention. We filmed, edited, produced this movie in about a year, maybe a little over a year. And that is almost unheard of for a documentary, but it just happened. And we have to give a shout out to Sid Hawley and Anabuti for keeping things going, for their advisement along the way. But they really made it easy for Tina and me. We did all the shooting, and Tina and I did the fundraising, but they really paved the way to get this thing done very quickly.
And Tina, it's going to be in movie theaters. It'll be airing in movie theaters after this broadcast, but you're going to still be on Amazon Prime and also Apple TV. Are you planning a party to kick it off, or what's your thoughts? We got to get everybody to watch your documentary. It's called For the Animals, Unlocking Humanity One Dog at a Time.
Yes, we would love for everybody to watch it on Apple TV, on Amazon Prime. It's now going to be on Peacock. It's
Cool.
on Vimeo. It's also on YouTube. It's on Tubi. Is that right? And some other places. But if you go to the website fortheanimalsmovie.com, you can find all the places where you can watch it. You can either pay a small fee to watch it, or you can watch it for free. So yeah, that's the goal, for people to see it. We want them to know about this issue. And we feel like if everybody does just a little bit of something, Arden, just something, that we can fix this.
So give us some specifics. Give me a couple specifics on how people can help. Not only the Houston Pet Set, but maybe something in their own community as well. Let's go with Tammy first.
Well, don't be a part of the problem. If you can't contribute to it, just don't be a part of it. Do not let your dog have puppies. We have 1 million dogs being euthanized in this country every year. There's no need to produce any more dogs. And also, adopt, don't shop. If you're going to get a dog, please think about one of the million that is being put down, and save it from that fate and adopt a dog when you can.
And that's how I got Kona, nicknamed Ice Cream Kona, who is a pet safety dog, a therapy dog. She was in 2 shelters in California, and no one ever adopted her. And I'm like, why? And took her to What a Great Dog Training Center. She got through all her classes, aced them, hungry to learn. And I'm happy to say she's my best friend, and she finishes my thoughts. So, Tina, what about you? What's a couple things? How can people help you and help groups like you in their communities?
I think find good rescue groups in your community. Most of them have wish lists.
Okay.
If you can help them with, even $5, $10 for dog food, for crates, for puppy pads, things like that, it makes a huge difference. And that's why we say everybody can do something. Also, get your pet microchipped. There's a 95% chance when a dog is microchipped that it'll be returned to the owner. When it's not microchipped, there's a 5% chance. It's so important that dogs, when lost, are returned to their owners and not part of the problem that's clogging our rescue system, especially here in the South.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content. Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.